I wanted to share with you, I did something really scary today, and that was to send out an email to all of my existing clients. I'm shutting down the Drip Drop doors. When Drip Drop Creative is a business that I've had for over 8 years. So in 2011 I opened it. About a year, maybe 2 years if we're being completely honest, I started feeling these feelings of wanting more, wanting something different. I could continue Drip Drop successfully, continue the business successfully without any issues and just keep going, but I felt like I was meant to do something more, do something different, do something more fulfilling. It took me a long time to let go. A long time. I mean, this has been something that I have been really struggling with because I spent so much time, effort, blood, sweat, tears building it. To let go of that was this very big deal to me. It was a huge part of my identity, where I took so much pride in being an entrepreneur, in building this business, in being an owner, in being a woman-led business, that the thought of letting it go made me feel like I was giving up. And so I had to really come to peace with that feeling and understand that my identity doesn't reside completely on owning this business. And just to be real here, I've worked with a coach, I have a therapist, I have different masterminds that I'm a part of. I have vented and consulted and received so much different information, so much different advice from different people about this transition. And ultimately, it was up to me. I knew that I needed to make this transition. I knew that I needed to do it because I wanted to do something more fulfilling, which has evolved into the status quo. But I was so scared. I was so scared to let it go. Going back to what I was saying, I had to realize that this is just one part of my life, and that because I'm letting go of this business, it doesn't mean that I am less of a person, that I am less of an entrepreneur, that I am less of a woman. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with being incredibly honest and aware of myself. I'm the type of person that I have a really big threshold for pain, and that could be mental pain, emotional pain, physical pain. I have that type of personality. To push through and continue through things, I have that discipline. But when I really nailed it down and began to realize how incredibly, as my coach used to say, I was incredibly bored and pissed. I was bored with the work that I was doing, and I was pissed that I wasn't moving forward. But the thing is that with, of course, planning, because this wasn't an easy jump, right? This took me between a year to 2 years to send out the emails that I sent out this morning. I just want to say that if you're in this position where you're feeling this pull to do something differently, you're not alone. You are absolutely not alone in this desire for something better, for something more fulfilling. And as someone who is motivating and inspiring people to move forward in their lives, I want you to know that I'm still going through those exact transitions that you're going through. I have fear staring me right in the face, and I have to look past it. I have to look past it, and it's there. It is constantly there. But I want you to know that when you believe in something the way that I believe the status quo is going to impact so many lives like yours, it is worth doing it. I have 8 years of phenomenal experience working with beautiful clients, wonderful designers and web designers and web programmers, and I have learned so much, and I truly believe that those 8 years have set me up to truly be ready for this next huge step in my life. I am terrified of the future. Terrified. Because I have no idea how it's going to pan out. Because I feel like it's going to be huge. I feel like it's going to be this just magnificent career that I had no idea existed, and I'm so excited about it. And although I feel these fears, I have never been more calm about this transition. I know that's a weird juxtaposition, but there is a huge sense of peace, especially with the universe or God or whatever you believe in, that I am being guided, because my why is not about proving anything to anyone else or making buttloads of money, or not that there's anything wrong with making buttloads of money, but it's I am feeling called to inspire people and to talk about how the status quo, how our culture is blinding people from living the life that they truly want. And yes, I'm sitting here in my RV in beautiful Colorado, working my tail off and living a life that I created instead of going through the motions that I used to think I had to do when I was 36 years old. So, again, if you're out there thinking about this transition, especially if you have a business that you built and you are so scared of letting it go, I want you to know that you're not alone and that it is a big decision. If you need support, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your transition from one business to another, or one career to another, or whatever it might be. We need to rally together, because that's how we support each other, is by surrounding yourselves with like-minded people so you can feel encouraged to move forward, because you don't want to do that alone. You're never alone, but it's really easy to feel alone, the way that I've felt alone for a long time. So yes, if you want to reach out to me, go for it. I'd love to hear from you.